I spent over $800 in STPs. What's up guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Kyle, aka Prince Kyle, don't forget it. And I have an Instagram as well as a TikTok where I share my female to male transition as well as give tips to anybody that wants to hear about it. So first I'm gonna just start with, I'm an idiot. Some of you guys know I posted a video on Thursday and yeah, it just did not go as planned. Long story short, I'll just recap on what I was trying to say in the video. I'm going to be going down to one video a week.
Oh, hell no!
Just temporarily, because I'm still new into YouTube and I want to be able to take my time editing and learning new styles of editing. So I want my content to be very, very good quality. With that being said, it's a lot easier to make one video and then be able to kind of edit and learn new things within editing throughout the week, and then I'll post on Sunday, and then as I get better I'll go back to Thursdays, because between learning how to get into YouTube, I have a full-time job. I also have other social media platforms where I'm continuously putting out content on there. It just has become a lot, and then with summer coming, of course, I want to be able to spend time with my family, and when I'm posting videos all the time, it can get kind of hard to pay attention to the people that are physically in my life. And then also, I'm still going to be posting my TikTok shorts or YouTube shorts that I put on here, so you'll be able to see my face still multiple times throughout the week, even though you probably don't care to, but I'm just kidding. But yeah, I'll be posting other ways just so I keep in contact with you guys. The reason I had to delete that video is because I also was doing a review on merch that just dropped, and I got ahead of myself and I accepted a couple different offers where I would be an affiliate for different companies, and I didn't realize that I agreed to be an affiliate for two of the same kind of products, which are boxers, and I made the mistake of advertising one kind of boxers and giving credit to the other brand. There was no way around it. I had to delete the video because I get paid through these companies. I'm not gonna promote one thing and use the other person's name to give them recognition for it. It just would have gotten really messy. So that's why I deleted the video, I'm sorry. And it just goes to show another reason why I need to go down to one video a week, because I just have a lot on my plate. Not that I'm complaining, I do love it. It's just a lot very, very soon. And I'm just trying to like slowly go into it just so I don't get overwhelmed and burnt out. Alright, now let's hop into today's video. As you can see from the title, yeah, STPs, we gotta talk about those. I feel like they're not talked about enough. So if any of you guys don't know what this STP is, an STP is a stand-to-P device that helps trans men or non-binary or anybody that pretty much wants to use it who was not born with cisgender male anatomy. It helps them to relieve dysphoria when they're peeing and standing up. So that's what an STP is. I spent over $800 in STPs. None of them work out for me. I feel like this needs to be talked about because I see so many STP reviews, and like, I don't know if I'm missing something or if I'm just not understanding, but they just don't work for me. And this isn't me like trying to on them like at all. I think it's awesome and we are very fortunate to have products like this, but I don't know, they just aren't doing it for me. They just don't work for me. And like I said, I've spent pretty much over $800 trying to figure out which one would work for me, and none of them are working. So yeah, I think that they're way too stiff. I've noticed every single one that I've bought, to me, when I pack, obviously packers are much softer, so like packing, great, love that for me. But STPs, the products are still too firm, and I understand why they're firm. It's because if you have one that's way too like flimsy, then you're gonna leak easily. So I understand like why it has to be harder than a regular packer, but it just it doesn't work well, because if you're gonna use it to pack, then it's gonna be way too stiff and obvious that you have something a little big in there. Either you got something going on, like you're feeling good and you're aroused, or you got something in your pants and you're not fooling anybody. So I've just found it really hard to actually like pack with a STP because they're just way too stiff and obvious in my eyes. Maybe I'm just like self-conscious about it and like I'm overthinking it, but to me, an STP versus a packer, you can just see a difference in the one versus the other. And again, I love packing, like packing, great, but STPs, they just don't work. There's a lot of kids outside, so don't mind if you can hear that in the background. But yeah, anyway, trying to use it in a bathroom is also another problem I have, because you have to like angle it right. So any of you guys that know what it looks like, you know that it has like a funnel where it sits up against you so that when you go to the bathroom, it flows down the shaft. Now the part that has to be up against you, when you're packing with it and then you go to use it, you have to kind of like really finagle yourself to get it in the right position. Like, it's not like a cisgender person just unzipping, wankering it out and going. You have to really like finagle yourself and move your legs a certain way, stretch, and it's a whole process. And to do that, it like, to me, it defeats the purpose and it's just super awkward. I feel like it makes it a lot harder to just be really confident at a urinal, which would then make me use the stall, and then that defeats the purpose, because as a trans man, I want to be able to use the urinal. Like, I don't want to have to go out of my way to use a stall, because that's what I was doing before, so it defeats the whole purpose. So yeah, with that, it's just really, really hard trying to angle it properly and be discreet about it all at the same time. And in the long run, it just makes me a lot more dysphoric, because now I'm realizing like, this is kind of difficult, like, and it's kind of awkward, and I feel like people notice that I'm like being really awkward trying to go to the bathroom. I don't know. You guys gotta let me know in the comments if you experience the same thing, because again, like, I see so many great reviews on STPs and it's like, it looks promising. And then I go out and I buy them. Like I said, I'm not gonna name any of the companies, because again, this is not a video talking bad about the companies, but like, I just feel like it's not talked about enough. Like, everybody has great reviews, but then I go to do it, and I've also heard from other trans men who have the same issue, where it's just like, it's not working, it's not giving what it needs to give. Like, it looks great, the appearance. So I've bought one that was like over $500, and that's where most of my money went. The other ones were just here and there, like real cheap, under $100 ones, just to kind of like get my foot in the door and like really feel it out. And I'm like, all right, these aren't working, but I was assuming they weren't working because they weren't that expensive, so I thought they were just like not good quality. 2 years ago, I made a huge purchase of one that was over $500. It was like $560 to be exact, and the resemblance, top notch. Like, it was giving the look. It was really promising. Like, I'm like, this is the one, this is gonna be the one. And then I got it, and it just, I can't get it to work. Like, when I'm at home, I can mess around because I'm in the comfort of my home, but like in public, it's a lot of extra. Like, for example, when I really was into using my STP, the way I would go about it, because again, packing with it is just extremely difficult because it's so stiff. I wear very tight skinny jeans, or I wear like basketball shorts, and both are not friendly when it comes to wearing an STP that's very stiff. It's just super noticeable. So what I would do is I would put it in my backpack. When I was like in my early 20s and like late teenage years, I always used to wear a backpack wherever I went. It was just the cool thing to do. And so what I would do is I would keep it in my backpack, and whenever I had to go to the bathroom, super annoying, but I would go and I would bring my backpack in with me, and then I would have to like finagle it in my hand, because again, I wanted to use urinals because it would defeat the purpose to go in a stall. So what I would do is I would like take my backpack, kind of finagle it, hide it, bring it down, stuff it in my pants, and I would go up to the urinal and like awkwardly shimmy it through and, you know, do what I had to do. But like, that is so obnoxious that like, yeah, I only did it a handful of times and I was like, yeah, I'm over this. Like, at this point, I'm gonna just sit my big down. Like, I don't got time to be doing all this. I've just noticed that like, at least as of right now, they just don't work out for me. Anybody who makes STPs, it would just be nice if there's a way to make them a little less stiff. Even if the cup part that sat against your body, maybe if that part was stiff, because at the end of the day, that's what needs to be stiff so you don't have leakage and it's not like really bendy. But maybe if the cup stayed stiff, but the shaft had some more like mush to it. I don't know why I said, who uses the word mush? Maybe if the shaft had like a softer touch and it had more like motion, then maybe it would work out better. But I feel like because the shaft is as stiff as the cup, that's why it just doesn't look natural and it doesn't have like a realistic fold. If anything, you have to like push it down and it just has to sit against really tight clothes to keep it in a downwards position. And I think that's what makes it difficult. So yeah, if they could like fix that, then I feel like we'd be on the right path. But as of right now, I can't figure out a way to make it work, and I'm done spending money because I pretty much spent $1,000 on like a bunch of different STPs that did not work for me. Leave a comment if you can relate. I was talking about it on Instagram and a lot of people understood where I was coming from, so I'm curious to know if YouTube feels the same way. But yeah, it's not talked about enough. I wanted to talk about it and get other people's opinion because I would like to start using an STP more often, but it's just the ones I have just aren't doing it for me. And if you guys have any suggestions on videos you want to see in the future, then please feel free to let me know because I'm here for you guys. I just want to make this channel grow authentically. I don't want it to be forced. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.